Alright guys, back with another video. Small little haircut tutorial. Doing a wavelength on one of my female clients. She was growing out for a little bit, but she decided that she's gonna go back to wavelength, so I'm gonna do a pretty big chop. So I got number 2 guard on my Stylecraft Rebel here. Go ahead and just taking out the bulk. I've cut her hair multiple times, so I already know like if she has any calluses and stuff like that where her light areas are. So I'm just gonna take all this bulk down, get it back to wavelength. I wanna go over it multiple times just to make sure that everything is all one length. Make sure I'm combing through the hair so that the hair feeds through the guard really smoothly. That way we can get the design length that we're looking for. These Rebels, these things become like butter. I tell you, boy, they come like butter. Not struggling at all through none of this bulk. Cutting right through it. You can see that she naturally has little thin spots by her temple area. But we're gonna go ahead and do the back first. So we're gonna taper the back with our trimmers. Made our first guideline. Then I went with my blade open 0 guard. We're just blending up. You can see our hair grows in several ways back here. So just want to go with the way that the hair grows. I was kind of babying this hair a little bit just to make sure. I think this is the first time I used this. I used the Rebel without the click system. Before this video, I used the blue one and I had the click system on that one. You guys don't have 2 different ones. So this is the one that has a stretch bracket on it. Let's go in there and make everything all even out. See, I was babying that corner. I should have just went and just, but this is why it's good to look back in your work so you can see what you could have did differently, what could have made you faster. Okay, now when it comes to her sides, you can tell she's thin, obviously. So I don't do a ball guideline. I did that when I first cut her hair, and yeah, we learned from our mistakes. So now I go in with a 0 guard on it, and that's how I make my guideline. So I pretty much give her like a shadow fade. It just helps for her certain condition with her hair. It just comes out for a better result when I'm actually doing her hair. So I don't bald it out anymore. I've done that. I believe I did that one time, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Next time we're just gonna give you a shadow fade because it just looks better. Just from the condition of her hair in her temple area. So sometimes you have clients like this, you gotta know how to finesse their haircut so you can still give out a good haircut, So sometimes it takes one cut for you to learn. If you never experienced anything like that in any of your clientele, so. Yeah, I used the pretty much I used the 0 guard the whole way, and I think I threw a 1 on just to let's see, did I throw the 1 on? Yeah, I threw the 1 on right here. I'm just, blending down. Like most other clients who are more full, I probably would have put a ball guideline first, but like I said, we just start off and we just did a shadow. Now we're here with the lineup with the Gamma X Evos. This is with their ultimate blade. I'm not gonna lie, I had this blade kind of sharp, not in this video, but before this video. I had it pretty sharp, so I was trying to be more cautious to make sure that it wasn't discomforting for my client. I was asking like, hey, is it too sharp? Is it okay to do, you know? But since it wasn't as sharp, it took me a little bit longer to get the line how I wanted to, so I had to play, you know, it wasn't a tap and go setup. So, but that's how it's like when you have new equipment. You gotta find a sweet spot, see where you like it at, and just leave it set. So this is the first time me using it on somebody else other than myself, and when I use it myself, it definitely was too sharp for me. So it was getting there. But you can see this blade is kind of nice though. As you can see, I'm staying. She's staying in the front, so I don't want to push it back. I want to keep it at the longest hair and go from there. I want to keep this as natural as possible. We are going to hit it with enhancements, but obviously when she washes it out, you want to still have a nice haircut and a nice line. You don't want to use your enhancements to cover up any mistakes. So that's what we're doing right here. Just try to make sure we get her line as good as possible. And right there, I would just knock it down some little bulk right there. And this is some, it's like a molding foam. Pretty much you see a lot of barbers use it. They'll put it in the client's hair, they'll brush it in. It helps lay the hair down. Even like if you want to blend some more, if you just want to lay the hair down, get it ready prep it for a lineup, which is what I'm doing right now because this is how her hair would naturally be in a natural state if she puts any pomade in it. So we're just laying it down, get that work through her hair real nicely. And don't judge me on this do-rag wrapping. I cannot put do-rag hooks on anybody. I told you, I was like, you know, I'm not used to like really putting do-rags on people that much. On myself, I can do it good, but other people, you know, whatever. But I said, hey, we're gonna make it work though. You know, as long as it's holding your hair down, so I put the blow dryer. That's all we need it for. And as you can see, it doesn't really look like I lighted it too much, because the hair put to a natural state was laid down the way, and I'm going back in, reclined her back, and I'm just cleaning it up again. All the little hairs that was pushed forward, that's what I'm doing, knocking them down, and we're gonna hit her with the razor. So she did request to get her eyebrows cleaned up, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using my Gamma X Evo, and I'm going in and just cleaning up her eyebrows. This one is not zero gapped or anything, so I'm going over it several times because I didn't want to make this one hit too hard right now. I did change the blade later when I seen that they sent me the Pro X blade, but right here, this is just, you know, kind of straight out the box a little bit because I didn't want to use the other blade because I knew it was more zero gapped. I didn't want to leave any reddening or irritation over her eyebrows because that's a very sensitive area. The skin is very different from there and your hairline. So just taking our time with that, cleaning her up. Most people probably would use a razor, but I'm not that fluent with the razor yet in that area. I'm not comfortable with that yet, so I just did what I'm comfortable with as now. We go ahead and hit her with the enhancements. With our, I got this air compressor from Amazon. It was like 60 bucks. I have a review on my channel if you guys want to check it out, an unboxing. But this is it in action. And I'm using the 245, the Onyx Black. So just trying to correct those light spots just so she can walk out here with a nice crisp cut. You know, trying to fill it in, but I'm not trying to make it look too unnatural, but you will be able to tell that she obviously has enhancements. And now I'm hitting her with the hair fibers. You want to make sure that you're spraying far enough away because these hair fibers, they shoot out quite a lot, depending on how hard you're pressing. So I shoot at least about 8 inches away. And you can see some of the resin. We're gonna go ahead and clean that up. First, you always want to just lay down your foundation. And in the same way while you blocked it, you hit it with the hairspray to lock it in. Cover the exact same place so it doesn't get over on her forehead. You just hit certain areas. And then before it dries all the way, you want to go ahead and line it right back up. I've done this to where I've sprayed all the fibers over the whole hairline. And then like one side, like I said, this I'm doing right now, dried up, and then it's hard to just take it out. So take my word for it. Just take your time. Do one side at a time, especially when it's that overspray that I did that I cut off with the trimmer. You can see I didn't really need to go over her hairline with it because I hit it pretty precisely. So it's just pretty much her vertical bars I had to re-hit. You know, some people might ask, like, why didn't I do a straight line on her? This is how her lineup naturally is. It rounds like this, and this is how she wants it. So that's why I gave my client exactly what she wanted. And this is more of a woman-like hairline. If you give her a box hairline, she'll look more like a boy. And that's not what she wants. She wants to have more of a feminine hairline kind of style. So that's why we have the rounded hairline for anybody that's wondering. You don't give everybody the same kind of hairline, you know. I'm just saying, everybody has different hairlines, so make sure you listen to your client and give your client what they want. That's what they're paying you for, right? And this thing is coming out clean. Alright, y'all, so this is the haircut right here. I know y'all can't really see it, but I'm gonna give y'all the before and after again, you know, so you can see how it's looking. Got her back in the game. You gotta remember, sometimes you may get challenging haircuts. You just gotta know how to finesse it, how to give your client what they want, so that way, you know, you and your client leave with satisfaction with the haircut. And here y'all go again. Here's the before. Had to get my client back in the game, looking right. And here's the after. Appreciate y'all watching. If y'all like this haircut, make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on the video, like, share, subscribe. Again, thanks for Stylecraft and Gamma for sending me out the Rebel and the Evo. I appreciate it. Until then, I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.